Hello and happy holidays, viewers. Liquid12A here, reviewing a new puzzle indie for the Nintendo Switch, Sparkle Unleashed. This review was made possible by publisher 10 Tons, who provided us with a copy for review. With that said, let's start shooting these balls and see where this adventure leads us. Contrary to what a Zuma-esque game would have you believe, there is an actual plot here. In some enchanted lands, darkness sweeps the land and basically turns it desolate. You, whatever you are in this universe, must harness the power of something, maybe colored balls, to combat this darkness and restore light to the land. It's incredibly bare bones, but this game is also a Zuma clone, so you'd expect little if any story from it. Anyways, it's harmless. But it's there and that's fine. Sparkle Unleashed is a tile-matching puzzle game borrowing from the aforementioned Zuma. Across each level, your objective is to shoot colored spheres onto a constantly moving track of spheres to slowly disintegrate it. Matching 3 or more of the same color makes the spheres disappear. This process is repeated as many times as the level demands for you to pass it. As with most Zuma clones, Sparkle Unleashed has a few additions to the tried and true Zuma formula. First is the power-up system. For every 3 color combinations racked up in quick succession, a power-up drops, which can be such things as a frost power-up to slow down the sphere chain, or a fireball power-up which is thrown like a normal sphere, but outright destroys whatever sphere it touches regardless of color. More power-ups are unlocked every few levels when you reach Braziers, where you are given a choice of unlocking 1 more power-up or upgrading an existing power-up. This adds a level of depth to the gameplay, as power-ups can save you in a pinch when you really need it. Level design also has its deviations so as not to make every stage the exact same fare. As you progress, paths start to wind more, add additional paths for you to manage, or have segments where spheres can't hit the chain at all, so paying attention to whatever gimmick the level has is important, as the chains will grow faster the further you get into the game, also adding new quirks such as spheres that need to be chained twice in order to fully disappear. Even with the previous statement, though, Sparkle Unleashed isn't that hard a puzzle game. The journey as a whole is reasonably comfortable and players of any skill level can pick it up and play, since there's no serious critical thinking or dexterity required to advance. That might be a downside to those looking for a more hardcore puzzle experience, but Sparkle Unleashed delivers on gameplay nonetheless. Aiming for a fantasy backdrop, Sparkle Unleashed does pull it off rather well for how limited it actually is. As in, there's not much you'll be looking at. The backgrounds and decent musical accompaniment are clearly made with a fantastical, magical setting in mind, and does it fit for a Zuma-esque game, given that the original Zuma had a mythological theme to begin with. It's a puzzle game running at a consistent frame rate and with no technical problems as well, so Sparkle Unleashed certainly doesn't disappoint in the presentation department. Sparkle Unleashed is a competently made and fun but ultimately run-of-the-mill tile-matching game. For $8 or your regional equivalent, you get a fairly lengthy campaign with additional modes such as survival levels and higher difficulty settings, Nightmare especially doing its best to live up to the title to keep you busy. It's a good investment for puzzle enthusiasts on a budget, mainly, since it's a great looking and great playing puzzle game, but also costs less compared to, say, Puyo Puyo. Recommended for any Switch owner. And with that said, I'm giving Sparkle Unleashed on a Nintendo Switch a 3.75 out of 5. Let us know what you think of this game if you buy it below. Make sure to like the video if you want to see more, and subscribe to Source Gaming for more news and reviews straight from the source. I am Liquid12A, signing off.